Hey everybody, my name is Devon Neal, and you are now watching Reform TV. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Alright, so we're rolling?
Yep.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? I'm your host Richard Russ of Reform TV, and I'm sitting here with the 1968 Summer Olympic bronze medalist, Mr. John Carlos. Would you like to greet our audience?
Yes, it's an honor for me to be here. Let me make one slight correction. Introduce me as Dr. John Carlos.
Excuse me, Dr. John Carlos.
There you go, Dr. John, whichever you care. Yes, I'm honored to be here at the school. I'm flabbergasted at the turnout that they have here tonight, and I would hope that I would bring something to the audience that will touch each and every one of them, that they can go away with something to arouse their curiosity as to how they can make this a better society for all people.
All right, well, you're a very well-accomplished man. In 2003, you were inducted to the Hall of Fame. 2005, you had a statue erected of you at San Jose University?
San Jose State University.
So what is it like to be so honored after your time at the Olympics?
Well, you know, it's a great accomplishment to do something in life and be stained, so to speak, for your deeds in life, and then to come full circle where society has grown up to realize your accomplishments and the wonderful things that you did as a very young individual in life. It gratifies me to have a statue built in the realms of education, because that's my whole goal, and push the kids that if you want to be successful in life, you have to build you a solid platform, and that solid platform is through education. Once you have your education, you can go anywhere on planet Earth and be successful.
Okay. You ran the 200-meter dash in 19.92 seconds. How did you train for that?
Correction. 19.70.
Oh,
Time they, in 40 some odd years, man, just based on my reputation, they've been trying to scale my records down and take them away from me. But when I ran 19.70. The world record at that time was 20.2. I'm not trying to boast about who I am. I'm just trying to make the record as straight as I can possibly remember it.
And that first record was set by Mr. Smith?
No, the first record was set by a young fellow by the name of Henry Carr. Henry Carr won the 200 meters in 1964 from, I believe, Arizona State. So I came about and set the world record, and I think I was encouraged to do better than that record. But I had a bigger mission that was important more than records and medals.
Okay, and what was that mission?
The mission was to bring attention to society about the plight that we have as a race of people, the human race. We had a concern about what has happened to blacks throughout our history and people of color. We wanted to bring it to the attention of people in the society that black consciousness as well as white consciousness has gone dormant, like they went to sleep. People had the attitude. A lot of white people felt that they were superior. A lot of black people had the attitude that, well, I don't particularly like it, but that's just the way it is. And I felt, no, that's not right. What do you mean that's just the way it is? That's not just the way it is. You know, so like everybody's swimming downstream, and you know, there's certain individuals in life decide that the prize is upstream, such as Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Adam Clayton Powell, Dr. King, Rosa Parks. These individuals were saying, Yeah, I understand it's easy to close my eyes and say I just have to accept the society that I'm in. But these individuals arose above the cause and made a new paradigm, so to speak, in society, as well as made themselves icons.
The day I came here June 5th, 9:27 a.m. in the morning, I didn't come out feet first, I didn't come out head first, I came out booty first. And when I came out like a U shape. So it kind of made me think that God was preparing me for a unity amongst mankind. But when I came into this world, I was born, as I said, in New York, and I was on Lenox Avenue. I began to realize that the Renaissance meant that there were so many great individuals from so many different areas of entertainment, athletics, literature, mathematic genius. I said to myself, wow, we got some heavyweights here. I remember a young fella came to my father's shop when I was a little boy. And my father introduced my brothers to him and introduced me to him. And I was the tiniest one there. And this man looked at me and he put his hand on my head and he told my father, said, Earl, this one here look like he's gonna be something one day, because I was kind of, I guess, feisty, or like they use this word now. I guess I had swagger at that age.
I mean, John Carlos was, for about 4 or 5 years, the fastest man on earth. I mean, are any track and field fans here? Anybody track and field? People like track and field? All right, I'll pick on this gentleman right here, just so you can answer, just for those who don't know track and field. If you can run 100 yards in under 9 seconds, is that good or not good?
That's great.
That's insane, right? That's like somebody hailed a cab to do something like that. Well, that's what this man could do. Every distance, from 60 yards, 60 meters, up to 200 meters. He was absolutely world class. And so the world was his oyster in that regard. But at the same time, he felt like he just couldn't go along and play the game the way it was laid out for him. And there are reasons for that that are very rooted in John Carlos's own experience, and he'll share you those reasons. But those reasons are as well very rooted in the African-American experience in this country, and they'll sound familiar to people who are familiar with that experience. His father was a veteran.
The icon that God entrusted him to be.
So seeing your photo on posters and magazines and on t-shirts, do you feel that your mission was accomplished?
Well, I think not seeing my picture as much as I say seeing the demonstration. Because I think from day one, God wanted this to be a beacon. And in my early life, I thought He wanted to be a beacon for blacks or people of color. But as I've grown, I began to realize that it was not just a beacon merely for them, it was a beacon for society, for all people and any people that have been oppressed throughout the world. And you find people of all ethnic backgrounds that have gone through depression and oppression. So it was for them, it's a beacon for society.
Okay, so this year, 2011, you released the book, The Untold Story. You want to talk about your book?
The John Carlos story, I felt, a lot of people ask, well, why now after 43 years? Well, the deal is this. There's been so many stories written, and it had me included in the stories. So many individuals that wrote stories I never took the time to call me on the phone or come to my place of business and sit down and talk to me about the real whys and what's in Mexico City. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of it was propaganda and hearsay. I felt at my age now, my eyes are not as clear, my mind is not as sharp as it was at one time, and I felt I owed a responsibility, first and foremost to my kids, my grandkids, and down the line on to my great-grandkids, for them to hear my words through my mind, through my soul, through my heart, as to why I did what I did, why I felt it was necessary to do what I did, what trials and tribulations I had to go through as a result of what I did, and to let them know at the end that God brought me through it all as He promised me as a young man. When you do the right thing, it's a positive thing when you start to see everybody start to turn around and say, you was right all the time.